Hello and welcome back to the channel, unless you're new, and then it's a first time welcome. So I let you guys vote this week on what video you wanted to see, and you decided that you wanted to see another video like the one that we just released if Aang was a Pokemon trainer, but this time we're doing it for Zuko. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. With Zuko, I had less things that I wanted to represent as I did with Aang. With Aang, I wanted to have at least one Pokemon for every element and avatar. But with Zuko, obviously he just spends fire, so it's a little bit more straightforward. So the first pick that I had for Zuko's team is Charmeleon. So Charmeleon to me, it feels so Zuko. It's like the angsty fire type Pokemon that's not quite the big dragon, Charizard yet, but it's learning from the dragons and it's on its way to being a very powerful and capable firebender in its own right. Charmeleon kind of has that anger, I feel like, that Zuko reflects so much. I just think it's a perfect Pokemon for Zuko to have. And then obviously in The Legend of Korra, Zuko has a dragon that he rides around, so I imagine his Zuko's Charmeleon eventually is going to evolve into a Charizard, but for now, Zuko's partner Pokemon, his first Pokemon in his team, going with Charmeleon. The next one I think is a cool nod to the Blue Spirit, a character from Avatar: The Last Airbender that is revealed to be Zuko. The blue mask, the swords, and a Pokemon that I think fits the Blue Spirit's kind of vibe really well is Cerulege. I think it'd be a really cool Pokemon for Zuko to have, and I think it works super well for that kind of Blue Spirit representation. The next one is not a fire type, but I think it's a Pokemon that is super fitting to Zuko's character. We're going with Hitmontop. And if you don't see the connection yet, I think you will. Hitmontop's main kind of fighting styles, spinning on its head, almost like it's break dancing, spinning like a top. But Zuko, in his fighting style, is often incorporating almost breakdance style moves into his attacks. So I think Hitmontop actually fits with Zuko really, really well. So that's what I went with there. With the next Pokemon, I wanted to represent Zuko's mom in some way, because Zuko's mom is such a key part of Zuko's character. And I thought the best way to do that would be through a turtle duck representation of some kind. So I tossed around the idea of Magmar, even Magby, ducks, kind of like fire ducks. But I ended up going with Torkoal. So Torkoal, I know, is a tortoise, but tortoise and turtles are very similar, and as a Pokemon trainer, I think he might have a Torkoal. So the next Pokemon that I wanted to go over was something to represent Zuko's lightning redirection. So looking at electric types, I didn't really feel like there were a lot of amazing choices for Zuko, but the one that I ended up going with, I feel pretty good about. I'm going with Luxray. So Luxray is kind of a dark and brooding vibe, but obviously having that electric typing. And I think just aesthetically, I think it looks good with Zuko. And then moving on to the last Pokemon in Zuko's party, I wanted something to kind of represent Zuko's honor. He eventually is crowned, he's not king, but Fire Lord. He's the ruler of his nation. And I wanted something that was kind of representative of that, something powerful, something majestic, and obviously his ace, his best Pokemon. So I ended up picking Entei, which that might be kind of an intense Pokemon to have in Zuko's team, but I think it's a really cool choice, and I think it works really well for Zuko's team. Those 6 are the Pokemon that I ended up choosing for Zuko. We got Charmeleon, kind of his partner Pokemon. Also that dragon representation that I think is important when referencing Zuko. We've got Cerulege, kind of representing the Blue Spirit. Hitmontop, that kind of reflects Zuko's bending and fighting style. Torkoal, which is kind of a homage to his mother, which I think is very fitting for Zuko as well. Luxray, which is kind of the dark and brooding personality that Zuko has in the early seasons, as well as a slight nod to his ability to redirect lightning that he learns from Iroh. And then finally Entei, his ace, his best Pokemon, and representing his nobility, his honor, and the fact that he eventually becomes Fire Lord. So that's the team I came up with for Zuko. I think it's a really cool team. If you have any ideas for Pokemon that you think Zuko might have instead of some of these Pokemon, feel free to let me know. Let me know if I missed out on something glaringly obvious, or just a pick that you think would have fit Zuko better. Let me know who you would like to see turned into a Pokemon trainer, and I can work out a team for them. If you like this video, please leave a like, comment on it, and we would love for you to stick around on the channel. So consider subscribing. I will see you guys in the next one.